is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-Star festivities at its finest. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Tonight, the dunk contest. And from the looks of this great competition, it is shaping up just as we had hoped. It's going to have some high-flying action and some big-time jams.
Well, get ready to be entertained, everybody, because that's what this event is all about.
You're right, Clark. The dunk contest is never dull. Every year it seems like we see something that we haven't seen before.
This is when the anticipation, Clark, is at its very highest. So he's got a chance right in front of him now to get this building rocking.
Yeah, you know, it's not always easy, though, Kevin, to be the opening act, to be the pioneer, the first one. The juices aren't really flowing yet, but you're still expected to bring something special right out of the chute. That can be hard.
Yeah. Lead-off batter is not the easiest thing to be.
Yeah, that's right. On the other hand, though, at least you get to get your feet wet early, get out there, get it done, and then kind of settle in for your next dunk. The key is you've got to just put up a decent number, something that keeps you in the ball game, and that allows you to push forward from there.
Again, anytime your back is to the basket, I think it's worth it once.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, the no look off the backboard,
behind his head,
flying in, back to the basket. Actually, it was more like a side windmill off the board.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, now that we look at it again, you're right. And so here's Parker now. First attempt for him. He's the second dunker of the night here. We'll see what he brings.
Sweet. That was real nice. Threw it out in front of him, and then went and got it and went reverse on it.
Nice finesse dunk there.
Yeah, the power, though. He knocked a little bit of the power I like to see in that. But it was still a heck of a move, but I would like to see a little more force on that.
It was so clean, though. It was so clean.
But I need clean and power.
So it'll be Aaron Gordon here. No one yet really has grabbed this crowd.
So there's a terrific opportunity, a golden one, as a matter of fact. If he can come in and grab the momentum, that could serve him well.
Yeah, no question. I mean, the crowd is just waiting. It's like they're just sitting there waiting for something special to happen, so he can seize it. This is his moment.
Oh, he just decided to bounce right from the restricted arc area.
Yeah.
Just exploding 2-foot jump through the legs and then down. Just from the standpoint that he's able to elevate and do that, that's major.
That's the point to be made right there, exactly. And here we go with Freak. Batting cleanup, he's looking to close out the first round of dunks with a bang.
Now he's getting ready to launch, and
I'm anxious to see what he comes up with. Parker's got a little bit of an edge early on. Plenty of... All right, Clark, he's up for his second dunk right here.
And, Kevin, I think he needs something really strong and good this time around. That first one was not memorable.
Well, you know that these guys have worked on 3 or 4 dunks apiece, and some of them are going to be a little more difficult than others.
Going after it here, Kevin.
He is. A lot of torque here, Clark.
Good torque. He didn't take it through his legs. He just kind of patted it, faked it, kind of like the fake behind the back pass. Tapped it and then threw it down, and he lost a little elevation there. Yeah, he lost some elevation there. So he didn't get the same thrust that you like to see on the throwdown.
Tiring. You know what it is?
Yeah, it is exhausting. I'm getting tired watching.
I know. Think how much energy you got to put out there to do what these guys are doing.
Yep.
And so here's Parker now. We're back to number 2 in the order, getting ready for his second dunk. And so here we go.
Nice. Good power here.
Yeah.
He cupped it and then kept it cupped. He thought he was going to get 2 hands on it, but he just cupped it all with one, touched it with 2, and then threw it down.
The rim was rocking that time, too, so he's talking about power.
Yeah, rim rock.
There was some power.
He rocked the cradle and rocked the rim.
So it'll be Aaron Gordon here. And it's the second dunk for him. The third dunker in the rotation. What's he got
Check
here,
this
Clark?
out. Check this out.
360 windmill through the legs.
Man,
How much compact his moves are.
exactly. That's the thing. He didn't need a launch pad for this. He got right to the restricted arc area and then just elevated off 2 feet and went through his leg.
There's a lot going on there.
In a little bit of space.
In a little bit of
That's
space.
the thing that made that special.
You're right on. Yeah. Wow. And here we go with Freak. Last in the order. Once again, he's back in action. Here's one of our faves right here. What happened there?
Yeah, I think he just lost his balance.
Yeah. Aborted takeoff.
Yep, that's exactly.
Hollis Jefferson's got a very tight race here with 3 players all trying to come. And we're back to our first contestant with his third dunk. That is good. And so here's Parker now. Final dunk for him, third from last of the night. Wonder what he's got going on here, Clark. Oh, that was different.
It was kind of pedestrian, though.
What?
Quite honest.
Changing hands?
No, he didn't change hands.
You're right.
It was the same hand.
Yeah, okay.
It was the left hand. I mean, it was nice, but
But what about that glide?
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was a little bit glide. On second thought, it was a nice glide, but not enough slide.
So it'll be Aaron Gordon here. He's second to last, trying to keep that pressure on.
So nice.
You said right, that's it. You tied a great bow on that. And here we go with Freak. He's got the honors of being the final dunker of the night. You know he wants to end with a bang. And here he comes with another one.
Motorcycle place right in that restricted arc area. Yeah. So you gotta extend. I mean, it's not just a given that you're going to get over that motorcycle and then be able to reach to the goal. You got to have some fly and glide in your step here.
Yeah. Of course, the first one to do it was Derek Williams.
Yep. And he did it with power and panache.
fantastic display of high-flying dunking creativity and athleticism. That's what our new dunk champion showed us here tonight.
And what a job he did to pull out the biggest, baddest, flashiest champ. He earned the title of dunk champion for sure.
No question, Clark. I mean, this was a fantastic event. Really exceeded my expectations. Just an amazing display of leaping and raw power.
And we got just what we've come to expect from the dunk contest. Excitement, energy, and of course, jaw-dropping dunks. For Steve Kerr and Clark Kelly. Welcome, everyone. This is All-Star action, folks. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Tonight, we present the Foot Locker three-point contest. The pressure is high, the drama is fierce, and the pace is fast. Hold on tight, everybody.
There's a lot of tremendous three-point talent in the NBA, and no better place to see that skill showcase than right here, right now.
Well, Clark, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but the three-point contest is something I look forward to all season long.
And here we go with Freak. He'll have 60 seconds to get off 25 shots from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and with each make counting as 1 point, except the last ball of each rack, which counts for 2.
Yeah, that's the money ball, Clark, and those shots are usually the ones that end up deciding this contest.
Well, like they say, Steve, and it's true, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So it's essential that a player keeps a fast pace and gets to all 25 balls before the buzzer.
Yeah, and it's really a balance, Clark, because you can't race through them either. If you do, you're going to fall out of your rhythm. So it's a fine line between being focused and being quick, and you've got to find that balance.
7 points. He's got 8. 9 points. 10 points on the board. He got 3 points off that rack. Not bad. 11 on the board.
Nice finish. Well done.
12 for him. He finishes with 14 points on the board. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
Yeah, it was adequate, absolutely. I mean, he really stayed with it, hung in there nicely, I thought.
Yeah, that's right. There were some moments when it looked like things might slip away from him, but I thought he was really tough. He hung in there throughout and posted a decent number.
And so we'll see. Nicholas Batum. 1 point.
Tough rack right there.
That's 4 misses in a row. That's 5 in a row. He better get it together. That's 2. Now 3 points. 4 points. Now is 6. He's up to 7. One last rack remains. 10 points on the board. He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Yeah, if you don't really establish a good rhythm early, which he couldn't, that clock starts ticking awfully fast in your head, and it's hard to settle yourself down.
And so it'll be Stephen Curry.
Look at the numbers through the first part of his career. I mean, there's a legitimate case that Steph Curry will go down as maybe the best shooter in the history of the NBA.
Now with 4. Money ball, no good. That's 4 misses in a row. He's got 5. Gets the money ball. 8 points.
Curry really catching fire now. He's in the zone.
3 of 4 on money balls. That gives him 12.
Good momentum here to close it out.
That equals the best score of this round, Kevin.
He gets his tally up to 16 points. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4 out of 5 of them. That's very good work.
So it'll be Ryan Anderson here.
You know, a lot of times you need a repeatable stroke and a big body to win these three-point contests. Ryan Anderson has both. I mean, at 6'10", it doesn't take him a whole lot of effort to get that shot going.
To avoid being dismissed and kicked out, he's got to have at least 10. He's got to be feeling very confident about his chances here. 5 points more to stay in it.
Oh, he's feeling it now, guys. Anderson locked in.
3 more points to stay in contention. Now 8 points. 2 racks to go. 2 more points to stick around. He's got 9. 10 points on the board. 1 rack left. Now in third. Well for him.
Anderson starting to make that sweet string music.
He completes the round with 13 points. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it. Not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
You know, he's got to get at least 13 here. That seems doable to me.
The door's open. A good round would do it. Healing it.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
6. Just 2 points there. He won't be happy with that. 7 points more to stay alive. No good with his 4th in a row. He's up to 7.
4 more points to stay alive.
10 points on the board.
2 more to stay in it.
He's moving up. That gets him into a 3rd place tie.
A strong closeout there.
He's tied for 2nd.
And he's alone in 2nd place with that one.
So he ends up at 17. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, you know, it wasn't his best, but he gutted out a pretty decent round when he didn't have his best stuff. And that's the sign of an excellent shooter there.
And here we go with Eric Gordon. Wrapping up the qualifying round. He knows there's nobody coming after him. He knows the score to beat. And he just needs 14 points here to move on.
Well, the number's right there for him. If he can just stay focused, not rush his shots, and find some rhythm.
Now with 4. 5 points now. Pressure's on. Now with 6. He needs 8 points more to move on. Gets the money ball. And he's done. Out.
Yep, he
won't have enough to make the next round.
No, just wasn't falling for him here tonight.
He barely cracks double digits with 10 points. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Well, we kept waiting for that point where he'd get hot and rattle off a few in a row, but it just never came.
It's really hard to say who'll have the upper hand in the final round. Those are some excellent, very evenly matched clutch shooters.
Well, at this stage, you're always going to have great shooters. And, you know, it really is a toss-up at this point. These guys hopefully will bring out the best in each other.
And here we go with Freak. He's got to go first here in the finals because he had the lowest score to qualify. But he made it in, and that's the important thing.
A lot of players' legs go out from under them a little bit once they reach the finals. It may not seem like a physically taxing event, but that does have some effect for sure.
Well, that's a long shot. 23 feet 9 inches at the 3 top spots, and then, of course, you're shooting 25 times in a minute. That's an awful lot of shots.
2 racks remaining. Now with 11. He's 4 for 4 on money balls. Make that 14. Now to 15. A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Yeah, it was a terrific start. He was feeling it from the get-go.
And so it'll be Stephen Curry here. Well, back to Curry. What is crazy is that he puts up all that he does while being one of the few who can shoot off the dribble. You know, most other guys, Clark, at his level, are catch-and-shoot guys.
No, he's remarkable with his ability to shoot it off the bounce. Just a really pure stroke. One of the purest in the history of the league, in my opinion. 18 points to go ahead, 17 points to score to beat.
3 more misses, and he's done. Too much ground to make up here, Clark. He's done.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Out of here.
Yeah, you do your best, but, you know, this competition is so tough. If you're not on your game, you're not going to win.
7 points was the best he could do. Something went terribly wrong out there, guys, with him in that round.
Yeah, I thought the big thing was the start that he got off to just didn't set the table for him. He missed 5 straight early on, and that was enough.
He knows how many points it's going to take to be crowned the champion. Let's see if he can get it done. 17 points to tie it up. 18 points would put him ahead. Not a single point to show from that rack.
Starting to freeze up a bit.
That's 7 consecutive misses now. He needs an adjustment. And 0 for 5 on that rack. He'll just about have to hit every shot now. On the board at last. That's a tough start for him. Now 3 points.
That's 3 racks in a row now that have given him fits.
And that about does it.
Too late to make up ground now.
Yep, out of reach.
He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. There was just something off about him in that round.
Yeah, in the bleakest part of the round, he actually missed 10 straight shots. So there's no way you're going to win the contest with that kind of a stretch.
And we've reached the finish line of the Foot Locker 3-point contest. All our competitors gave it their best shot, but one man was head and shoulders above the rest. This year's champion, Freak.
It was a great event. There's always so much excitement packed into the 3-point contest.
Yeah, no question, Clark. Those were some real theatrics we saw out there today.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's 3-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, saying so long and thanks for watching.